Upon its release, we discussed Civilization VII. It's a franchise that I have liked for a very long time. My first one, at least the one that released closest to the first time that I really embraced PC gaming, was Civilization V. I dabbled, quite a bit with that one and touched a little bit on 6, but yeah, I have quite a fondness for 5. And while everybody points to 4 and potentially 3 as being highlights of the series, with every single iteration, the franchise continued to grow. Because, like it or not, like some of the systems or not, it had a very vibrant modding scene, and in general, Firaxis really did care about the community, really did try to give the people what they want, but for whatever reason, Civilization 7, bro, oh boy, she fell square on its face on a launch, only amassing 84,558 concurrent players on Steam. Now, yeah, you can go ahead and roll out all of the excuses, the Game Pass game, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but how's that excuse working out for Claire Obscure Expedition 33? How is it when games that are actual successes that don't need to rely on that's not actually the true peak of concurrent players because you have to look over there. No. You have Claire Obscura coming out and saying, oh yeah, but we just crossed 2 million sales, not players engaged, okay? But it's sales, physical, tangible sales. Meanwhile, what was the latest update on Assassin's Creed Shadows? Yeah, nobody really cares about that at that point in time, right? That game is dead, but not quite as dead as Civ 7, which, bro, it just released 3 months ago. And I don't think its dead status, okay, has much to do with the fact that Harriet Tubman is one of the designated U.S. officials, right? Because you could also be, like Benjamin Franklin. I think that there was, like a proper U.S. leader, not just, an over-elevated figurehead. Which, yeah, okay, for a series as long-running as this, that have had multiple different leaders from prominent civilizations in the past, yeah, you want to get more obscure with your references and your leaders. I don't necessarily think that Harriet Tubman would be the first one that I would go with, but that's the way that they went, and I don't really think that that drove off too many people. That might get you to just roll your eyes, but there's obviously something that is lacking, which is why Firaxis is very much, okay, because as somebody who's been around, Civ games for a minute, knows that, yeah, they obviously plan for big expansions that come down the line, but for Civ 5 and for Civ 6, that was like a year plus later before you ended up getting, what was the first one for Civ 5? Rising Tides? Something like that. It was a Brave New World expansion. It was something like that. Yeah, Civ 6, it was about a year later as well. This time around, I mean, they're plotting for expansions already, and this is going to go ahead, and this is going to revitalize everything. They're bringing in the Woman King. Yeah, no, this is definitely going to do gangbusters, right? Okay, because, yeah, you got the strong, empowered black woman, yeah, who's riding a horse, who's leading Vikings? Is that what we're doing? But that armor doesn't really mesh. Oh, but she's also leading... What? None of this is making a lot of sense. Okay, like, what? Why is there a female warrior? Okay, I understand this is supposed to be fiction, but oh shit. Okay, so we got strong black female protagonist, okay, being a stand-in for Genghis Khan. Oh shit. I guess we kind of know why Civ 7 is failing at a spectacular rate. But yes, Civ 7 Roasted after promotional trailer depicts black female as the leader of East Asian army, which you could have done anything, but you just decided to do the worst thing possible. Sid Meier's Civilization 7 is once again roasted for its DEI agenda, as depicted a black female woman leading a group of East Asians, which, yep, whenever you go first-party Microsoft, I mean, we've seen it before. We just recently talked about Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Daniel Varva going full mask off on that one, saying, oh yeah, didn't want to face that same backlash the second time around, but ever since, yeah, we got it brought in by Microsoft, it was so easy to bring in all of the consultants we could possibly want. In a promotional video seemingly aiming at humor, Sid Meier's Civ 7 showed a black woman leading a group of Asians and declaring that a captured land belonged to Puddington because Melvin 392's glorious sweet tooth craves sugary spoils. Bro, okay, yeah, it's one thing to be a meme, but it's another thing to be just absolutely absurd. The video has only been viewed 24,000 times, but has approximately 2,800 downvotes compared to just 99 upvotes. Bro, that is absolute ass. I kind of want to check this out. Let's just go ahead, right? It's on Game Trailer still has a YouTube account, huh? That's kind of crazy, but okay, cool. You have it right. Ooh, yeah, 9,800 downvotes, 355 upvotes. That's a little bit better. This one, oh yeah, 84,000 views, huh? It's absolutely setting the world on fire. And when it comes to, okay, cool, comment section is loading. What is this? Netflix, Lamau, a black woman in charge of a group of Mongols, the top tier comedy. What is this? Who is this for? You clearly don't want my money, and I don't want to give it to you. Glad we came to this understanding. Grandma told me, I don't care what they teach you in school. Genghis Khan was a black queen. Exactly. All right. Going back to some of the other comments, some of which have obviously been refreshed since this article was written, but yes, Humankind 7, a game made not for Civ fans. I'm actually impressed, said one. I didn't think they could have actually made it less likely for me to ever buy this game, but somehow they managed to do just that. I've bought and played this series in Civ 2, and seeing something like this is so repulsive to me that I won't even buy it for 90% off with all the DLCs included a year or two from when it goes dead anyways. Yeah, exactly, because at this point in time, well, whenever the summer sale eventually rolls around next month or sometime in July, I forget exactly when it's supposed to be, but like, yeah, you'll be able to pick up Civ 4 complete, Civ 5 complete, probably Civ 6, probably not as deep of a discount as that, but yeah, Civ 5 regularly dips down to that 85-90%, and that's definitely going to be worth your time more so than whatever the blue hell this is. Okay, still another asked a question to the authors and scriptwriters. What were you smoking when you came up with this? Yeah, this is not the first time. Yeah, talking about Harriet Tubman, which, why is that one of your premier leaders? I understand, yes, she's a very significant person. Okay, she's a very important historical figure in American history. It's just that's going to be your leading foot forward. Not exactly a not a strong play. Okay. The game also received mixed reviews on Steam. Yes, when it was released back in February, the game still has mixed reviews, and I want to know exactly what it is that makes this game just so contentious, because it can't just simply be the goofy ass choices for leaders. Like, that doesn't make any sense in comparison. Civ 6, yes, which was released back in October of 2016. That long ago, huh? It hit a peak of 162,657 concurrent players after it was released. The game had a 24-hour peak of 34,794 players. Yep. Okay, and then you got, yeah, Civ 5, my preferred choice. Similarly, yes, Civ 5 has a higher 24-hour peak than Civ 7. It hit 17,931. It also had a higher peak concurrent player count. It hit 91,363 back in July of 2013, the year after it released. Damn, man, yeah, after the first expansion, I would imagine, right? But okay, maybe this trailer was a joke. Maybe it was supposed to be played, you know, for the lulz or something like that. You know, maybe we're just taking it too seriously. So yeah, it's only 40 seconds. We might as well take a look at this, right? We gotta give the devil its due, right?
After 136 years, victory is ours, as it is the wish of our leader, Melvin 392. We shall call this land Puddington!
But why Puddington, my lady?
Melvin 392's glorious sweet tooth craves sugary spoils. One more turn! One more turn!
One more turn. Now build something you believe in.
What? Yo, they got Gwendolyn Christie at the end of this stuff. Yo, they got Captain Phasma chilling in a. Who the fuck is that actually for? Okay, like that shit was like turbo cringe. Okay, without the little, you know, do music underneath. I mean, that's the type of humor I like. You clearly don't know your audience anymore. Like, I give Firaxis, you know, the big, you know, talk up at the beginning, because they used to be able to properly assess who was playing their games. They knew their audience that was there. This right here, this doesn't appeal to Civilization players. Hell, this doesn't really appeal to people that engage with the 4X genre. You do shit like this to fulfill commitments in order to make sure that you're getting money from your fucking overlords. This right here is one of the most obvious examples, okay? As somebody, I don't really like to pull that card very often, but this is one of those, this just screams, hi, we have diversity boxes that we need to check. Let's just put a black lady on a horse screaming at a bunch of Asians, and I think that'll probably be fine, huh? And we'll have a goofy pudding country to put across. Holy shit, man. Now, it starts to make a lot more sense as to why the numbers look like this, and they look a lot less like the numbers of a burgeoning, of a flourishing franchise. Holy shit. If they could just simply get back to the days of Civilization 6, a game that wasn't even that well regarded among Civ fans, they would be over the moon happy with that. Oh my god. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.